Tonight, we discuss the parks during the day, the parks at night, and what our favorites are for each. Because the parks at night are very different from the day, or you could say the day is very different from the night. Either way, this is the WDW Fan Zone Show. I am Stuart Sternberg, and I'm joined by John Maloney, Darlene Aggie, Lottie Ferguson, and Kurt. And we're here to entertain you for the next, I guess, hour or so. Let's get into it right now. So, for anybody who's ever been to Walt Disney World, there were things that you could do during the day, and you could do the exact same thing at night. And we've done a show on that a while back. And the attractions at night can be very different from those during the day. But some of us have things that we love to do just during the day, and some of us have things we like to do just at night. And there are some things, because of the differences in how they are in day and night, we like to do them both day and night. And we're going to talk about that today and see what your likes and dislikes are, meaning the panel here, and what you guys think of at home. And hopefully you'll contact us and let us know if we missed something or if you agree with us or disagree. So, Kurt, we're going to pick on you first.
Of course.
What's your absolute favorite thing to do during the day?
Besides watch the fireworks.
During the day?
During the day, a rope drop. I love getting there at rope drop, hitting as much as I can on the. I should have said that out loud. No, people are going to show up, and I'm not going to be able to do that. There's some attractions that you just want to do during the daytime, or it just doesn't matter if you're doing it during the day or the night. So a nice daytime afternoon attraction, the Enchanted Tiki Room, because you want to get that and the Country Beer Jamboree, get you out of the heat. So it's a nice daytime attraction to do.
Yeah, I agree with you on both. I think those are better during the day, but I've done the Tiki Room at night too.
Oh, I have too. It's just,
I agree.
It's always quieter at night too, by the way.
All right, let's pick on the ladies right now. Darlene.
So what I like doing in the daytime is, now that the train is open, riding the train. And my next thing that I like to do is watch one of the parades.
Mm-hmm. All right. You can see the parades at night sometimes, depending on where you are. Yeah, good choice. Lottie.
Eat.
Where's the food? You just stole mine.
I was saving that one, but yeah.
Where is the food? The Dole Whip, the turkey legs, the churros, just feed me.
Cheeseburger egg rolls.
Yes, just give me food.
All right. John.
Well, Darlene and Lottie each stole one from me. Well, not stole, but Darlene mentioned the train, and I'm really looking forward to getting on the railroad when I go down in April, because it's been such a long time. It's definitely one of my favorite things to do during the day. And eating, I was going to say breakfast. I like to just take a few moments or a little bit of time when everybody's off running to do something, to just sit down and quietly eat some breakfast. But since food and the railroad were already mentioned, one of the things that I really like to do during the daytime is to visit resorts. And a lot of times it could be at lunchtime, but a couple of ones that I like to visit during the daytime are the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian. I just like the way the light comes in, especially in the atrium at the Grand Floridian, just to walk around and to be someplace out of some of the hubbub during the day.
Yeah, good choices. Since Lottie stole mine for food, now I do want. I'm going to mention a couple things here. I've had breakfast and dinner at the Crystal Palace, and I prefer to go to the Crystal Palace during the morning.
I agree.
There's just something about it when it's nice and bright in there, and you've got Pooh running around with Tigger and Eeyore and the rest of them. So that's always a fun thing to see. But the boat ride also in the Magic Kingdom, that is just such a wonderful experience. If you've never taken that boat ride, you've got to do it.
You talking about the ferry?
The ferry,
You're talking about ticket and transportation, yeah.
Yep. No, the ferry ride in the park
Right.
in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay. The Mark
Yeah.
Twain.
Yep, the Mark Twain. I couldn't think of the name. Yeah. It's great for kids, and it's even better for adults to just relax and watch all the scenes. And there's so much to see. You're going to want to do it again and again because you're not going to pick everything up the first time you go around. You've got to find different vantage points. Stay in the front of the boat, the back of the boat, both sides. It's just a wonderful thing to do.
They don't run that at night, do they?
I don't believe they do.
I think by 6 o'clock it's shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't use it to take people back to the Chicken Transportation Center at the end of the day.
It can't.
No, not that one.
Oh, you're talking about the Mark Twain. I'm sorry.
Tom Sawyer Island.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right. Now you sound like me.
Sorry. Yeah.
That being said, though, Stuart, when you're staying at the Wilderness Lodge, if you take the boat to the Magic Kingdom, first thing in the morning, that is beautiful.
Yes, and I have done that, and you're absolutely right. It's been years since I've done that, but yeah. Yep. All right. Anybody else have any? Well, I'm sure you guys have not a long list, but a decent list of things you like to do during the day that maybe you wouldn't do at night. What else do you have there for us, Kurt?
There's so many photo opportunities that work during the daytime that are better than nighttime. What we always make sure at Disney Hollywood Studios that we've got our photo spot over there by the snowman, which they better not ever take away. We get that picture there every year, and it's got to be done in the afternoon where you got good lighting in there. Nowadays, with all our iPhones that are like, you could take a picture and almost pitch black. I'm sure we could get away with taking it there, but it just doesn't have the quality. So a lot of photo opportunities that are better during the day. I will mention a couple of ones that are really good at night too, though. So,
yeah, I agree with that. All right, Darlene.
Another thing that I like to do is I like to do some shopping and stuff during the day. It's a little less crowded than going at night at closing. So getting into the shops and stuff and grabbing like an ice cream at the Plaza Ice Cream because that line gets really big at night.
Yes, it does. All right, Lottie.
Outdoor rides during the day are always a lot of fun. Teacups in particular with the kids. So, I'm nauseous the rest of the day. It's just
no
it's not the same at night. It's not the
No
same.
teacup for this guy.
Dark rides you can do any time of the day, but it's great to be able to see what's going on. There's some that are very cool at night, like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but during the day, yeah. Outdoor rides, outdoor attractions.
Okay, John.
Well, I have a specific outdoor attraction, and that's Swiss Family Treehouse. So the way that the light hits the leaves and all of it, all kinds of shadow and do they have that open at night?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah. You guys are both
climbed-
mentioning things I'd rather do at nighttime than daytime.
Yeah. I've never climbed it at night.
It's everyone's
Yeah.
own preference.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking less bugs during the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Bugs?
Oh yeah.
I've only seen bugs inside the Tree of Life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you been to Florida lately?
Yes.
The bug capital of the world.
Yeah. The worst bug bite I ever got was in Maine. And I actually have it on video using foul language that I didn't mean to.
Oh.
I can't picture John fucking cursing.
Me either.
Oh my!
Good thing it's not a kid show.
It wasn't that bad, Stuart.
He said, darn, Stuart. You took it a touch too far.
Oh, I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's virgin ear.
Sure, it says mine.
There goes our
John's
rating.
response was, oh, fudge.
Let's see. YouTube, foul language, and
Yeah.
one demerit. No, yeah. So was that it, John?
Yes, that was
Okay.
it.
All right. For me, Disney Springs. And the reason I prefer it during the day overnight is because at night it just gets too darn. See, I'm using the word darn. Too darn crowded.
Yeah.
But that's always a fun place. And the chicken guy there, that's some good eats.
Mhm.
And Earl sandwich. Now, there's a lot of good
Evil
places.
Sandwich Queen is coming out right there. I saw that.
All right. Anybody else have anything they prefer to do during the day and not at night?
Any water ride.
Yeah.
When it gets dark, you're not
You're not going to dry off from the sun.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
It's you
That's
need to
very
do
true.
water rides in the daytime.
Which might explain why the water parks are not really open very late at night.
I think that has something to do with wanting to see people underwater, Stuart.
Yeah.
Lifeguards need to be able to do a job.
Yeah, it does get it. Well, they can always light it up under there.
Well,
We can't see that.
our length of day will be coming very soon. We're supposed to be getting sunset at like 7:43 next week or something.
Really?
Yes, it's coming. It's coming
Wow.
earlier. They said.
Really?
When's the
Daylight
daylight
savings is
saving time
March
start?
12th.
March 12th.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. I really wish. Was it who has to pass it? Congress and the Senate, or is it just has one body of?
Well, Cogsworth, he controls time.
I know.
Right.
I thought either the Senate or Congress already passed it to stay on daylight savings time permanently, but the other body on the Capitol has not.
I thought it depended on the states individually.
No,
Because I think Arizona doesn't switch.
a state can request it, but it has to be approved by the Senate and Congress, and I think that's the
Interesting.
problem. But I think they're trying to do it for the whole country now. Keep us all on daylight savings. Now that would be wonderful. If this is the last time we ever have to change the clocks,
I know, right?
I much prefer daylight savings time. Where were we? Oh, yeah, Kurt.
Are we going to nighttime now?
Soon.
So we're looking
John has
at-
some things to mention.
Oh, more stuff? Okay.
Oh, I got plenty of.
Yeah, the big thing is water rides is what I was thinking. As far as specific type of rides you need to do, those have to be done during the daytime. Doing those at night, Collie River Rapids at night, who wants to walk around with wet underwear for the rest of the night? That's just a nasty feeling.
I don't even want to hear them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The water rides are definitely better during the day than at night
Oh, yeah.
for obvious reasons that don't need to be repeated. John, you have some more on your list. I'm trying to think of a couple more that I had.
Well, to go along with what Kurt said, I like Typhoon Lagoon during the daytime. It's the only time you can go, but I like the fact. I like how it looks in the daylight. I've never seen it in the dark because it's not open. But some of the other things that I like in the daytime, and again, they're not open at night, and that's the Maharaja Jungle Trek and Gorilla Falls trails.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the safari at Animal Kingdom closes by I think 6.
Well, do they ever open it anymore after sunset? There's sometimes that they had it open.
They had that Sunset Safari, didn't they?
Right.
They used to. I don't know if they started that back up yet.
Okay.
I would say overall, Animal Kingdom is better during the day than at night because the animals are going to be hurdled. Is that a good word? Herded off.
Herded off, yeah. They don't hurl them off. They herd them off. Yes.
I said hurdled, which I think was a made-up word. But I think they herd them off to their
5:30
sleeping quarters.
Yeah, they are done there by 5:30. It says.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the problem with that that's something to do really early in the morning, because by the time it starts getting hot, those animals are hiding. They do not want to be walking around in that savannah.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the date, but I do plan on going to Animal Kingdom one day next week, and we're planning on going early because next week it's going to be brutally hot here for this time. It's February still, beginning of March, and we've already hit summer weather here.
Can you
Yeah,
send
they
71
some
here
of that?
today.
Can you send some of that our way? I've got
I was gonna
pictures
say-
of Charlotte holding ice that's like an inch thick from the yard.
It's 27 degrees right now. Don't we have snow coming tomorrow?
27. I think it's like something ridiculous. Like what is it? It's not even updating. 33. We got 33.
All I know is I am
We're
so glad I
74.
moved to Florida because when it's too hot outside, I can come into an air-conditioned room.
Yeah.
And when we have our winter, I know a lot of people in Florida complain it's 60 degrees. Well, I'll take 60 degrees any day of the week than 30.
My old neck of the woods, it's 36.
Yeah.
I'll take the what did I say it is here?
Whatever it is, I
74.
will happily take that.
Right now,
Tomorrow is Kyle's third consecutive snow day.
Wow.
Really?
my Echo is showing it's 78 degrees here right now, where I am. It got up to 88 today for a high. 88 on February 23rd.
Wow.
They said it's very it's not normal.
There's no global warming going on, though.
Well,
No.
No, not at all.
that's a good one.
Speaking of global warming, one of the things that you got to do during the day is hit the resort pool because it's too many people.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes,
Exactly.
resort. That was going to be my next thing.
Yep. Well, we're not going to go in order now, so you could just blurt them out.
It was a good tie-in. I had to go for
It
it.
was a great time.
So everyone says they want a pool view. They pay extra for that pool view. I don't want to be near that pool view
Yeah.
because those people are crazy.
Yep.
It's 12 o'clock at night and they're still out there swimming, screaming. No pool
True.
view for me.
And that's not even the kids.
I know. That's the
Um,
adult swim time. They're crazy.
You know what's great? Like, John, you mentioned the resorts before. You know what's great to do during the day? Go over to the Polynesian and get a Dole Whip. Escape from the parks
Yes.
for a while. And that's the perfect place to go. It's just a nice little getaway there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else during the day. I like watching the shows during the day because, well, they don't have them at night anyway. But I love watching the shows during the day, whether it's Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Nemo,
Frozen Ever After,
Indiana Jones.
or the Frozen show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Skyliner is fun to take during the
Oh, yeah.
daytime.
Yes,
You're up high and you get to see a lot when the sun's out.
it is. But you know what? My preference for that would be at night.
We actually had to close the windows on that thing one night. It was coming in so cold.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised by that because it was a hot day. It was in August, and I still had to. There was a request. I was in there with a couple other people, and they're like, "Can we close that? We're freezing in here." I'm like, "Yeah, here, come on, click, click, done."
Didn't know you can close them.
Yeah, those windows up above, they got a handle. You just flip them shut.
I wouldn't be standing up to do it.
Oh, I did. I don't care.
Hey, you're not going to
Well,
find
yeah, I don't have any trouble standing in those things.
Right.
Just don't rock it.
Yeah,
Oh, they
right.
don't. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a good thing to do. So what else during the day? That something else that you would prefer to do during the day, not at night. Anything else, or have we kind of exhausted all that?
To ride the boats and like the Epcot from the
The
showcase.
friendship boats?
Yeah, the friendship boats from the
Friendships.
So,
Yeah.
folks, I want to mention something out there. We know the names of everything we're mentioning here when we're not recording. As soon as we record, and I'm probably the most guilty one of all, I forget everything.
I know. So the friendship boat that goes from America area Japan over
Japan
to
or Italy.
yeah.
to the
It
front.
depends on if Italy hasn't been open.
Oh, they keep that closed?
Yeah, that hasn't been open in a long time. And then it goes back over to the World Showcase beginning. So that's really a lot of fun.
I'm trying to think what else there. Boy. Magic Kingdom, as beautiful as it is at night, there's something about walking down Main Street in the morning.
Main Street is one of the things. Well, I have Main Street on both
Yeah.
lists,
Yeah.
but I have Main Street. Yeah. And you're right. The morning, it certainly has a better feel earlier in the morning than it does in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah. It's like I've always said you could feel Walt's presence and in the Magic Kingdom, but when you're there in the morning and looking down Main Street and looking at that castle, it's like Walt's there with you.
You've got the shadows that cross the entire street, and it makes the castle stand out more because it's bathed in sunlight down the end of the street, whereas you've got the shadows in the foreground.
Yep.
I found old photos of walking up Main Street and looking at the castle, and it's hidden by the trees. Do you ever remember when the point when they were in that center forecourt?
Yeah.
Before they put in the statue, that was surrounded by trees in the middle there.
Wow.
They completely redid that entire thing.
Don't remember that.
In Town Square.
Way back when.
Right in the front.
In Town Square.
Yeah, right on Main Street, USA, right when it opens up. Not Town Square.
Oh,
right
at the end. At the end, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That statue.
John, I'm sure you got it. Oh, sorry.
Partner statue.
Partner, right.
Like I said, we forget everything when we get to record.
Keep talking. I bet you I got pictures right here. I bet you I can find it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you can show it to the people watching us on YouTube. And I just want to mention while we're doing this right now, Mouse Fan Travel, if you're coming to Walt Disney World or Disneyland or taking a Disney cruise or Adventure by Disney, they've got the greatest
Nat Geo.
That's right. Yeah. The greatest travel planners you'll find anywhere. They'll answer all your questions. They'll help you out with anything and everything you want to do. Plan your next vacation with Mouse Fan Travel because they are the best. So forget the rest. And you can find out more information and all their great deals going on right now at www.mousefantravel.com. That's www.mousefantravel.com. All right. While we're waiting for Kurt, I also want to mention that if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or iHeartRadio or one of the other places where the show pops up all the time, please don't forget to subscribe and like the show. If you watch us on YouTube, same thing. Please, I'm begging you. I am begging you all. Please like and subscribe to the show because it does help us out. It gives us more visibility to get more viewers and listeners, and we really would appreciate it. So thank you. All right, and here's Kurt.
I'm digging. Keep going. I'm digging it. When I find it, I'll pull it out.
So something else that's fun to do just during the day is just taking a walk around the grounds of Walt Disney World. It doesn't have to be in the parks. Now, if it's too hot outside, it may not be as comfortable, but you can enjoy the wonderful scenes or scenic routes that Disney has around their grounds.
I do like walking around like the boardwalk area.
Yes.
The beach club and all that, and doing all those shops and stuff and grabbing something at the bakery.
Yeah.
Sitting on the benches, just watching the friendship boats go back and forth.
I like to people watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Grabbing those Surrey bikes and riding.
Right. Yeah, those would be a little tough. It's not that people don't do it in the dark, but
yeah,
that didn't sound good. It's not that people don't ride the Surrey bikes in the dark, but
that's kind of hard when you have like so many people and you need light and it's not very well lit.
That's what the people say who try to do it in the dark.
No, that's a thank you. Some of us don't want to do it in the light.
Well, that's why I said some of the people.
Okay,
I would worry about not seeing a little kid because my vision is terrible, and I've not done it for that very reason, because I'm afraid I'm gonna mow over some little kid that's running across the boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be afraid I'd kill a kid if I tripped over one.
Yeah. You know what's annoying? I don't know. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight, but I'm seeing it more and more often. It's really starting to aggravate me. There are more and more people coming to the parks with their kids in strollers that they're walking on the wrong side of the walkways, and they expect you to get out of their way. And, I'm sorry, but you're on the wrong side of the road, number one. Number two, why should I get out of your way when you shouldn't even be there? And they'll run you over if you don't.
Are they from overseas?
I don't
they're
know.
walking.
I don't
maybe
know. I honestly don't know. But I'm seeing it more and more often in the parks. And, a couple of weeks ago, I saw an elderly man who had to kind of like jump out of the way. And it's like, I thought he was going to have a heart attack because this woman with her kid in a stroller would not move for him.
Oh my God.
I just thought that was horrendous.
When a friend of mine rented an ECV the last time she was here, I told her, I said, the best thing for you to do is stay on, pretend you're driving a car, stay on the right side of the road. And then when we turned around and went back, we moved to the right side, and it worked out fine.
I understand if you have to cross over to get from one side to the other, sometimes it's difficult because of the crowds there. But when you choose to go on the wrong side because you just happen to be there and the hell with everyone else,
right?
Please have some common courtesy.
Who has common courtesy when you've paid to be there, Stuart?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. There you go.
I know.
Common courtesy isn't always common.
Very
I
true.
can't find it.
Well, he'll have it next week for everybody when we won't remember and we won't understand why he's showing it. John, did you have anything else before we move on to the night?
This is I have two personal things. One is,
okay, let's move on to the night.
Yeah. One that only two other people here on the call are going to agree with, and that is going out running as the sun's coming up. And then the other one that not everybody on this call has the option to do, and that is visiting the DVC Lounge in Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And the top of Bay Lake Tower.
I haven't seen the one on Bay Lake Tower, but I have seen the one thanks to Darlene in Epcot.
We'll have to do the Bay Lake Tower one.
We'll record a live show from there.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Very
how well
nice.
you can see that. You can see that there's trees all across the
Right in front of the castle.
I remember when they had the gardens in front of the castle.
Yes.
I remember
Yeah,
when they
that
had
are now
sailboats.
viewing areas. There was water going through there. That water's not there anymore either.
You know what that water was? Kids who couldn't make it to the restrooms.
Oh my!
I got a story on that, but I will not repeat it.
Yeah, tell us off when we're off.
It's not pretty. It was a parent that did not want to take their kid to the restroom.
I've seen that in the parks too, where a kid. What I've seen, which I couldn't believe the father did. This was years ago. The father asks the son, "Would you need to go to the bathroom?" They were waiting online. I think it was for either Snow White's Scary Adventures or Peter Pan. I don't remember which one. Kid said no. 2 minutes later, the kid goes, "I need to go to the bathroom." Look, that kids do things like that. It's a part of being a kid.
Yeah.
And the father went ballistic on his kid. Wouldn't let him go.
You got to be smart about it. When you're passing the bathroom, you don't ask them. You say, "Let's go."
Yep.
Go, exactly.
We used to do that with our kids.
Well, that's
We
called
pass the
parenting.
bathroom, and it's like, "Here we go. Come on."
Yeah.
I
We
see
would-
the bathroom now when I say, "Oh, I'm going."
And you know what? If you say you're going, invariably your kids will say, "Oh, yeah, I have to go too."
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of my children, though, if he started getting nervous because he wasn't sure about something, he'd go, "I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom." So it's okay. We would purposely have him go make sure he goes before we went to the attraction. Because if they're nervous about it, "I need to go to the bathroom," you can hold it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how the show's starting to turn into guest pet peeves?
There you go. So moving on to nighttime.
Well, I got
Move on to the
one more
nighttime.
daytime.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lonnie.
sorry.
I apologize.
Darlene will agree with me.
Alcohol.
Day drinking. Yes.
Day drinking.
Oh my God.
Yes. You gotta start early. What time does Mexico open?
Imbibe by day, fall over and onto the floor by night.
Never
No, we
fall
don't.
over. You hold your alcohol.
Mhm.
She's got to pace
You're
herself.
like,
That's why they start early.
Baseline is very
I'm
good.
Jewish. I don't know how to hold my alcohol. That's
Round
probably why I don't drink.
Round Derby Lounge was good. We do need to do Epcot and
Yeah.
So if they do Epcot and they basically start at one of the pavilions
Mexico.
and have one drink every hour, they could make it all. Well, no, they'd have to be
You
open
can't.
for 13 hours.
Yep.
You can't make it without getting completely.
Mhm.
She's thrown up by the time she gets to the other end.
It's the outdoor bars are what I like. Darlene already mentioned Brown Derby, but like
Yeah.
Baseline Tap House is a
Mhm.
good one.
That one
the
in
outdoor-
Africa.
Yes. The Nomad Lounge with
Nomad
the
Lounge. Yep.
No,
We
not even that. The one in
go with rum yet.
Tamu Tamu with the
Tamu.
that one.
Dole. Yeah. Yep.
Something I feel very strongly about here, and I don't know if any of you would agree with me here, but I have seen on more than one occasion parents during the day drunk off their rear ends with
That I
little
have an issue with.
children. Don't drink
That I
in
have
front
an
of
issue
your
with.
kids
Yeah.
ever. Period.
Yeah. The Dawa Bar. I remember when it opened. We had a beer from I forgot where. Like,
Drinking alcoholic beverage in
Africa.
front of your
Never been to that
kids.
one.
Your kids are impressionable. They look up to you as parents, and you're setting a bad example for them. It's not that you want to discourage them from ever drinking, at least socially, but you don't want to teach them things. You don't want to make it acceptable and have them do things when they get older that they shouldn't be doing.
Correct.
But that's my opinion. If you disagree, that's good. That's cool. You're allowed.
Completely agree.
Listen, you haven't been to Disney World with kids in a while, Stuart. I'm having a drink. I got 3 of them jokers. I'm ordering a drink.
I will say this: Lottie and her husband Kyle are very responsible parents. They're probably the best parents I know of anybody.
There's a difference between having a drink and that drink it's a never-ending drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
the
No.
difference.
And my kids understand the difference, and they need to see responsible behavior, because there's so many times, family members included, that responsible behavior isn't normal. So
this didn't happen at Disney World. This happened where I used to live. There was a family with kids my kids' age. The parents like to drink, but they like to drink in front of their children, even though it could be at a party where their children were at, an adult and children party, and I saw one of the kids go over to one of the parents one day and say, "Can you stop drinking? You've had enough."
Mm.
And this kid was an adolescent. When they're that age and they recognize that, the parents have to look in the mirror and go, "What the hell am I doing?"
Right.
Well, that didn't happen, and unfortunately, one of their kids grew up with a very big drug addiction.
Oh.
So it's just sad, and
That's sad
I'm sure that's not the only story that people can tell of things they've seen over the years. But that's something I remember. My kids remember, because it left an impression on them not to do drugs.
Yeah.
Talk to your kids, people.
Yeah.
Can we get back to our happy place?
Yeah.
Let's get back to our happy place. How about that Ryan Seacrest?
Oh, God. Moving on.
Yeah.
Disney at night.
What about having the option of eating dinner outside at I just went to the Coronado, and they have the one bar outside,
Three Bridges. I
Mhm.
love that place.
That is a great place just to sit there and look at the water and stuff like that. It's so relaxing.
As long as there's no birds.
We weren't bothered
No
by
birds.
birds.
Feed the birds.
Hey,
No.
we had breakfast. I've had that
No, I'm
story.
thinking the Sherman Brothers song, "Feed the Birds."
I know. Well, we've had breakfast over at the Wilderness Lodge, and the crows come down and steal all the bacon because they can.
Flame tree barbecue. The birds eat
Flame
lunch with
tree.
you.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They're attacking your ankles. Give me my fries.
The squirrels are terrible there.
Yeah, there are too many
Probably
issues.
anorexic.
The squirrels?
Yeah.
No, I have video of a squirrel coming right up to my leg and begging for some food.
I seen one run across the cart, in front of the cart today. Leaving at ESPN, and that little thing was like really thin.
It's at ESPN. There's no food. That's
I
not the
agree with
ones
Kurt.
over at Animal Kingdom.
Don't feed the birds. Don't feed the animals. First of all, they shouldn't be eating the food you're giving them and get them really sick.
Oh.
Aren't there signs at Flame Tree that say specifically, do not feed the birds?
Do not feed the animals.
You're eating the birds, but don't feed the birds.
It's
All
funny.
right. Anyway, any more daytime thrills and chills before we get to the night? All right. Things that we love to do at night, not so much during the day. Then we'll get to ones that we like to do both day and night.
Well, John mentioned going up on the Swiss Family Treehouse and liking to do that during the daytime. But I'll tell you, you have some beautiful views that you can take of Cinderella Castle from the top of Swiss Family Treehouse. And it's relatively quiet because no one, after a day of hiking all over the Magic Kingdom, people don't want to hike up those steps to the top of Swiss Family Treehouse.
Yep.
Should watch the fireworks from up there. Never thought of that.
All right. Darlene.
So I like sitting in certain areas watching the fireworks where it's not right direct on the castle. It's like side views, like Tomorrowland, Liberty Square, in Magic Kingdom. Epcot, I'm kind of stuck right now where I can watch my stuff until they switch things. And then, of course, Hollywood Studios. I don't know if did they start doing their nighttime show again?
Fantastic's going on.
Yeah.
Not the Fantasmic one, the one.
Oh, the fireworks show?
Yeah.
Not the fireworks show. The
Star Wars?
I was going to say the Great Movie Ride. I'm sorry. The
Projections.
Theater.
Yes, the projections.
Yeah. I don't know if they've started doing that, but that was always a favorite of ours. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a while now. Again, I know they stopped it for a short time because they updated it, but it's back.
9 o'clock, Wonderful World of Animation.
Yep. All right, Lottie. If you say drinking at night.
Yeah, right. I was eating and drinking at night. No, Pandora. I
stole it. Yep.
There's almost no area of the park better than being in Pandora at night.
It'll be 9:15, 9:30 at night. The park closed at 9, and that place is still crowded. And they're not even trying to shuffle you out. That place is just still crowded with people walking around taking photos. It's so beautiful.
I got shuffled out of Animal Kingdom at night. We had gone to Yak and Yeti for dinner. It was one of the last reservations I guess we could get, or the latest reservations we can get. And we got out there. It's like, okay, come on, get out of here.
Oh, jeez.
We're ready to go home. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, how far or long after the park closing was it that you got out of the restaurant?
About 4 hours.
Maybe a half hour.
Just a half hour.
It was half hour to an hour, but it wasn't more than an hour. I can tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't want to pay overtime. I have no
Were
idea.
you still eating at that time? Is that why?
I'm sorry?
Were you still eating at that time?
No, we were finished eating. We left the restaurant and it was like, okay, time to go. Get out.
Thank you. Exit this way to the exit, sir.
Yeah.
I think they had on their iPad, okay, Stuart Sternberg's coming out now.
Get him out of here.
Sir, would you like us to give you a ride to the front?
Sorry.
What? We'll give you a ride to the front. Here, hop on a scooter.
Yeah. Where were we? Oh, Lottie. Oh, you just went. John.
One of the things that I found that I think is really kind of mesmerizing at night is walking around the walkways and the pathways at the Polynesian. Where they've got the low lights along the grass, and you can see the castle. You can, if the ferries are still going, you can hear them. You can hear the water traffic. But it's very quiet, and there's some interesting little pathways that kind of lead around in between the foliage, and it's just an interesting environment over there.
I agree.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to get into the attractions per se that I like both day and night, but there's one attraction that I prefer to go on at night, and if I never went on it again during the day, I'd be cool with it, and that's Test Track.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about it at night that I just absolutely love. I don't know what it is.
It's more exciting because you're going. It's the fastest attraction in
not
Walt
anymore.
Disney World.
Not anymore.
What's faster?
Tron.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Does Tron reach faster than 64.9 miles an hour?
No,
I don't think it does. I think it's still Test Track, but I could be wrong.
And I don't know. Here I thought Stuart was going to say Space Mountain.
All right, Tron gets up to 60 miles per hour. All right.
That's not as fast, yeah.
Well, if you drive I-4 towards Tampa, you're going 70, so you're going
just not to get hit, right?
Okay, I stand corrected. Test Track is 65. They rounded it off, and Tron is 60. So there's a 5 mile per hour difference.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Well, but it is exciting when it's darker there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your hair blowing in the wind. Sorry, Kurt.
Well, today,
my hair blows in the wind. I have to take a hat off when I'm driving on that thing, or I lose the hat.
I've been terrified that I'm going to lose my glasses on that track. I haven't yet because I kind of I'm pushing them down. Digging through his ears. Those big.
And you're blinded because you can't have the sunglasses on because the sunglasses go flying off.
Yeah.
So you go from the pitch darkness of the indoors to the outside. You're like,
yep.
I hear you.
All right, Kurt, we're back to you.
Jungle Cruise. I love the Jungle Cruise at night. It's more enticing, I guess, as you go deeper and deeper into the jungle.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a different attraction at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you said that earlier. If you haven't experienced attractions or parts of the parks at night, you haven't gotten the full picture.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Darlene.
So another thing that I like doing at night is getting a popcorn and going and people watching and seeing how many families decide to just let their kids run amok.
Oh God. I don't want to get into that because I'll spend an hour criticizing what some parents do. But.
Yes, we better stay away from that, Stuart.
Yeah, we'll stay away from that one.
There are a lot of wonderful parents out there, but yeah, it's the ones that let the kids run amok. You wonder how they grew up.
Running amok.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Lottie.
So this one's on my list as a complete I told you so. So very, very rarely will I admit that Kyle was right about something.
Uh-oh.
We went to Olga's Cantina. We got a super late reservation. And then by the time we were finished, we were walking out, Galaxy's Edge was completely empty.
That was my next one. Yep.
And
nice.
I was in a hurry to get to our dinner reservation at Disney Springs, and he just wanted to slow down and enjoy it.
Mhm.
In retrospect, I wish I would have taken more time to slow down and enjoy it because it is absolutely gorgeous. Galaxy's Edge is at night.
Nice work, Kyle.
Yeah, that was my next one that I was going to bring up.
Kyle is king.
I hope you didn't hear that. Thank you.
But that is so true. Galaxy's Edge at night, I think more than any, well, with the exception of Pandora, and it's very different. I think it's like apples and oranges. They're both great in their own respect. But Galaxy's Edge at night, my God, I could stand there for hours and just stare at anything and everything around me. And I'm satisfied just not doing anything there, but staring at the structures, and it's a beautiful thing. Something I love to do at night, and I love to do this attraction at night, the land.
Oh yes, that's on my list. Yep.
Yeah, it just takes on a different aura at night.
Absolutely.
I like that too.
Yeah. And I think we've said this on a show before, but if you get a chance, do it at night during the holidays when it's decorated with lights and Christmas decorations. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah. Oh, the land, for those who don't know, it shows you how they grow fruit, vegetables, and how they raise fish there and everything. It's a great thing. And there's one of the scenes, you have the farm there with the chickens. And speaking of eggs, the price of eggs has gone down a little bit. Not where it should be, but it's starting to go down, at least here in Florida.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. All right, Kurt, you're up again.
Did you skip yourself?
No, I went. The land.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, the land. I'm sorry. I thought you were adding on more, John. You know what I like to do at night, and it's not even in a
Keep it clean.
You're seeing an attraction. However, it's not actually in the park. Personally, I can you tell I completely ignored everything you just said. So personally, I would, and you can enjoy a nice cold beverage, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, it doesn't matter. Sit out on your balcony and watch the water pageant go by at night. Just even if you can't even see it, just hearing the music as it's going past, just relax.
Yep. All right, Darlene.
That was the water pageant was my next one. So the other thing that we like to do at night is walk around the Port Orleans French Quarter and Riverside area. Walk around there and just seeing, hearing all the chirping of the crickets and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, Lottie.
I'm not big on fireworks, but Fantasmic is yeah. I'm pleased with what they've done with the new show.
Yeah, they did a great job.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's on our list.
I was there the weekend it opened. It was it opened Wine and Dine weekend.
Yeah,
so I got to see it. I made it a point. I skipped the last Boyz II Men concert so I could go see Fantasmic, and it's totally worth it.
It is the way to describe Fantasmic is exactly that, Fantasmic.
I joke with Kyle all the time. If I go before he does, when they're wheeling the casket out of the church at the end of the ceremony, they got to play the Fantastic music on the way out.
Oh, that's fun.
Are they going to dance and wave their arms too, like Mickey? What are you doing? All
right, where are we? Oh, me.
Right.
Darlene, you mentioned this during the day. I prefer this at night, and that's the boardwalk, the whole area. Yeah. I much prefer it at night. It kind of brings back, not in a weird way, but I used to spend summers at my grandparents who had a home by a beach in New York, and just walking on the boardwalk at night and just seeing the different lights. And it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So it brings back childhood memories. And I just love it there at night, just walking around and having a good
Well,
time.
especially when they used to have the jugglers and the magician and
Mhm.
like all the street fairs,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, that was a lot of fun.
It was. And I'm sorry that it's left. Hopefully they will bring that back at some point in the future.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before we get into things we love and both day and night, let's see what else you guys have there. Whatever you want to throw out there. I know I've got a couple more on my list.
I like going to Yeehaw Bob at Port Orleans Riverside.
Port Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The TCA People Mover.
Yes.
At night with
Yes.
all that neon going.
Yes.
Especially now that you've got Tron there, where everything just glows.
Yep. Even without Tron there, it's a magnificent ride at night.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, you mentioned Galaxy's Edge, which is fabulous at night, but right next to it is Toy Story Land, and you get to see all of Woody's, or not Woody's, but oh my gosh, Andy's Christmas lights that he has strewn around his backyard.
And it's not as hot at night.
And it's not as hot. But yeah, Toy Story Land during the day feels oppressive.
Right.
There's no cover.
It gets so hot in Toy Story Land during the day, you'll wish you're in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. There you go, Kurt.
Yeah. There you go. And walking around there at night, stopping and taking photos with, heaven forbid, a tripod that was 4 inches too tall. That's where I got escorted. Thank you. Have a lovely day. We'll see you tomorrow. Leave your tripod at home. Like, they could have told me that, joking around half sarcastically with the cast member as they're escorting me, saying, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" Yeah, you want to stand next to me while I take some photos of the fireworks show? Check your tripods. Make sure they're not too tall, because the front security won't tell you that it's too tall.
You know what I used to love to do at night? Coming back from a long day in the parks, getting off the bus, going into my resort, and going right into the cafeteria there.
Yeah, the food came back. It's not just morning.
I thought he was going to bed. He said the cafeteria.
No, the cafeteria. There was something about just hanging out there at night and having, a beverage or something else.
Ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream.
They can be really crowded when the parks are closing, and people just flood into them. They're all coming back from the parks.
Yeah.
I like Slinky Dog at night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. I don't think I've ever ridden it at night.
I'm surprised no one mentioned this yet. The monorail at night.
Oh yeah, the monorail at night. Mm-hmm.
There's something about seeing that castle and the Grand Floridian and the Contemporary lit up at night.
Yeah. So as long as it's not at park closing, the monorail is one of the last places I want to be at park closing.
I will tell you, not during the show, but remind me after the show, there's a trick to taking the monorail at night. So I'm not going to say it won't be crowded, but you'll have a more pleasurable experience going back to whether it's the TTA or not the TTA, I'm sorry, the Transportation Center
TTC.
or TTC.
Yeah.
Or to your resort. Just remind me to tell you later. I don't want to mention
I put it on my list.
Ruin it for me.
Show, I have it covered for you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, depending, I've had both. I've had situations where you get on it and it's quieter than when you're riding in the beginning, because those kids in the beginning are, "I want to be there. Come on, let's go. How much longer?" The way back, they're like, So it all depends on what time's park's closing and how tired the kids are, and which car you actually choose, I guess, also helps.
You know what? I can't say 100% that nothing bad has ever happened on a monorail in terms of guests not behaving well, but I have found that some of the nicest guests you'll meet are on the monorail.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen kids look at adults and go, "Would you like to sit down?" And they stand up. That's just awesome.
Right.
seeing things like
Someone
that.
offered that to me, and my response was, if I sit down, I'm not going to be able to get back up.
Yeah, there's some nice people out there. For every bad person
Right.
you'll find in the parks, you can probably find thousands that are really nice. Anything else you guys want to mention that you love more at night or mostly at night?
Echo Lake. I really like
Oh.
Echo Lake, and again, especially at Christmas time, with all the old style decorations. But I like the feel of Echo Lake and the lighting there.
Yeah,
That's it. Hollywood Studios, right? Echo Lake is.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Dinosaur Gertie.
Yep.
All the Christmas tree there at night during the holidays.
Beautiful, yeah. I think all the Christmas trees, the one in Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and that they're all gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very true. How come nobody mentioned Harmonious? The structures and
I love those in the daytime.
Oh, I can't wait for those to be dismantled. And
the tacos?
Yeah,
they should light them up like tacos during the day.
If they could have figured out how everybody could have gotten an equal view from any part of the lagoon, it would have been a beautiful fireworks show.
If they could have figured out a way to submerge them during the day,
well, yeah,
it would have been a beautiful view, and no one would.
Yeah, they needed to disappear during the day and then come out at night.
How deep is World Showcase Lagoon?
It's got to be at least 10 feet deep.
Well, those things are taller than 10 feet.
Yeah,
just down a little bit. Don't have to be all the way down. Just down a little bit.
Yeah, airlift.
Airlift.
I got one more nighttime thing.
Sure, go ahead.
Hopefully, John agrees with me. It's not available anymore, but if we could bring back a night race for Run Disney.
Oh my, yes.
Yeah. Oh, it was the best running at night because you got the whole day to do whatever you needed to do at the parks or get all your food in and go to the expo, and then you go run at night, and then the party after the race. Like, you didn't even go back to your hotel room. You just walk into Epcot sweaty and smelly and dance the night away.
If they could only bring Osborne family spectacle of dancing lights back with it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that come back. Even if it didn't, well, it won't come back to Hollywood Studios, but even if it came back to another park, I would love to see that come back.
World Showcase Lagoon is 25 feet deep.
Wow.
25? Wow.
Yeah.
To see what's left of the Osborne Lights, you have to go to Give Kids the World.
Right.
Places
and none of us mentioned Happily Ever After.
No.
I was getting there, though.
Well,
I cannot wait to not only see it from Main Street right in the beginning, but also from the top of the World Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Well, I'll be there in April. So
coming up, a couple more months.
See if I can't make that work.
Yeah. So you'll be there in April. You'll be there in May.
June.
And a lot of you have no idea when you come back, right?
November, probably. The earliest. We got Disneyland planned for
are you going to Disneyland in January of 2024?
In July. In January for the new race? I don't know. I hadn't thought about it yet.
Oh, they already went on sale.
Oh, well, then I'm not going.
And darling, you'll probably be at the parks tomorrow.
No. No, I won't.
Good thing I'm sitting down.
I'll be at the expo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. What are you doing? Are you doing anything? Should you be doing anything?
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just working these with the Sparkle Athletic Group.
Okay.
And,
oh, go ahead, darling. Sorry.
Yes, I'm doing that again this race. I don't think I'll be able to do anything probably this year. I'm not foreseeing maybe a fun walk or something, but that's it.
Now, speaking of walking, for the non-runners here, which are myself and Kurt and the runners here, if Disney had a walkathon event, not a run event, I know a lot of people do walk the marathons, but if they had strictly a walkathon, would you guys participate in something like that?
Yeah.
If it didn't cost me $90.
Mm.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I think I would do it. If I could afford it, I think I would do something like that. And you know, I wouldn't mind if it were for a good cause too. If they weren't
Right,
doing
they'd
it-
have to make it for a
Right.
good cause. Yeah.
Well, see, and like they do offer yoga. Like today was yoga morning.
Sunrise yoga.
Yeah, sunrise yoga
Sunrise yoga.
at Magic Kingdom now. I just haven't gotten into it.
It's too early.
So
Stuart, here I thought you were going to say,
now Downward Dog wouldn't have gone too well.
yeah, Stuart, I thought you were going to say walking as fast as we can to the nearest Dole Whip.
I don't have to walk fast.
That's why I
I'll just
thought you
take
were
my
going.
time, get my dough up, and move on, and then circle back and get another one.
To your next Dole Whip station.
Yeah.
There's a walkathon every morning. What are you talking about? At Rope Drop.
Yeah.
That's true. Been there, done that many a time.
Yeah. All right. Things you love to do at night and during the day, or during the day and night.
Eat.
Yeah.
Eat.
Eat, nap,
Eat.
people watch.
Yeah.
No,
people
Haunted Mansion. I love the Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
Day and night.
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. Well, right. It's just different at both, and that's why you need to do both.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Same thing with the
Same
Jungle
thing.
Cruise. Go ahead.
Jungle Cruise, the People Mover,
Yep. The
all of
Lion.
those.
Oh,
Yep.
Splash
Yes.
Mountain, Big Thunder.
Wait, you're still writing Splash Mountain?
Well, I was.
You know what? I like Big Thunder. I like Big Thunder during the day. I like it better at night, but I
Seven
do
Dwarfs
really like
Pine
it during the
Tree
day.
too is really cool.
You already said Main Street.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hollywood and Vine. I like much better at night, but you know, a lot of people I know like it during the day.
I think I've only been there during dinner time, so
You know, we didn't mention this before, but my favorite park to be in at night is Hollywood Studios. I just think it's the most beautiful park at night. You know, I love Magic Kingdom at night. I love Epcot at night. Animal Kingdom, I haven't spent enough time at night except Pandora. But you know, I just love Hollywood Studios at night. You know,
It's nice at night, I admit. I still like the Magic Kingdom best at night. I think only because that's my happy place when it comes to fireworks shows.
well, it's the mystique of the Magic Kingdom for a lot of people. It's the history. You know,
Well, it could be since I was going since '72. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's well. If you ask my sister what park we're going to, when we say we're going to Disney World, we're talking about the Magic Kingdom.
not Legoland.
So not Legoland.
Yeah.
is there a monorail to that?
Yes.
You know, I don't like Disney Springs at night because it's just too crowded, but it is a beautiful place to be at night as well. It's
is.
not
That's when the
such a-
crazies come out.
Music and stuff.
Shopping. That's what you got to do. Day
Shopping.
and night.
Yeah.
Day and night.
See, Lottie and Darlene are the perfect people to shop at Disney. Disney feeds them alcohol all day.
Oh God.
So then when they go shopping, it's like, yeah, what's another $100 on my credit card or $1,000? Sure, here's the card. Just give me the merchandise.
Yeah, I like especially like at Disney Springs getting dessert at like Amarat's Bakery or Patisserie, you know, a Dole Whip from the Dole Whip stand, a margarita. The churros are pretty good there.
Yep.
Oh, for Ghirardelli. Oh, nice Sunday. Oh.
One of my neighbors and their family went to Ghirardelli's last week. They said the ice cream was not good.
What?
Anytime I've been there, it's been good.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just passing on what they said.
Yeah.
You know, I like the chocolate from Ghirardelli, and you know, the ice cream's okay. I've had better, but it's not bad. It's good ice cream. I don't know. They just did not have a great experience there for whatever reason.
That's
Was it the
interesting.
experience or was it the food?
The food. Well, it was the ice cream, not the it was the ice cream.
Wow, that has not been my experience.
Yeah, and me either.
No, but I get it.
Hmm.
You can't please. You can only please some of the people some of the time. You can't please all the people all the time.
You can please all the people some of the time, some of the people all
That's
the time,
it.
but you can't please all the people all of the time. Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. Good old Abe.
I thought it was Ricky Nelson in Garden Party.
Nice try.
I thought it was Groucho Marx.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God, can you imagine if Groucho Marx was the one who came up with a whole idea for Walt Disney World? It would have been Groucho Marx World.
Oh gosh, that would have been.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yep. Yeah. Oh God. I wish they would bring back Streetmosphere, but I really would like to see Streetmosphere perform at night too, not just during the day. But that's wishful
That wouldn't
thinking.
be bad.
Anything else you guys can think of? Day, night, night and day, day and night.
Well, the people mover, we take the people mover in the afternoon for a nice
Yep.
breeze afternoon, especially on a hot day. It's relaxing. It's a go. We'll just ride around. But there's just something special, right? For the thing at night.
You know what we haven't mentioned? Carousel of Progress. I love doing it both day and night.
Yeah.
And it's got a little bit of a different feel at night than the day.
Really?
Yeah.
You get a better sleep in there? I know you.
No, it's a little darker in the theater at night.
Is it? I've never noticed.
Is it?
It's like there are no windows and no doors.
No.
I was going to say, that's like
It just
Space
feels-
Mountain.
Living with the land. Now
The scene
that's
feels a little dark.
Stewart had that. Yep.
yeah.
But I like it both. Right.
That's like saying Space Mountain's darker at night than it is during the day.
Well, if the lights are on during the day, it is darker at night.
No, Stuart. No.
Like I'm sticking to it's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Big Thunder Mountain is different during the day and the night. You have
Yes.
two completely different
Oh, yeah.
experiences. The sounds are different of it. Pandora is different during the day and then at night. You have different background noises. The predators come out at night as you're walking around.
Yeah. And Galaxy's Edge, the sounds are different too.
Yep.
Same thing at Galaxy's Edge, yes. That immersive experiences you want to do, like we've been saying, both.
John, you mentioned before going to the resorts during the day. The resorts are just as beautiful for different reasons at night.
Right. That's true.
Quieter, less hustle and bustle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I think we've covered as much as we could on this topic. If anybody's got anything else to mention before we end this show.
I think we're good.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have our news edition of the show early next week, and we'll be back with our regular show again later next week. So until next time, everybody be safe. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
See you real soon.
Well, I've got to, give a little nod to both the day and the night here. So the first part's going to be disrespectful, and the second part's going to be respectful. The first part is, she was a day drinker. and the last part is, can you feel the love tonight? We hope you. I don't want to say anything about what you do tonight, but I hope you have a good night and come back and see us next week.
And how do I follow that one?
Yeah, I think we've all been on the sauce today.
Have
Oh,
a
gosh.
magical night. Stay safe. Please pack sunscreen. If you're going to get burned, I don't care if it's only February. Pack your sunscreen. And all the princess runners run strong this weekend.